Welcome back to the Zero Check Podcast, episode 80. Momentous occasion, on the 8 times table. This would be the 10th entry.
Oh, yeah.
If you only had 8 fingers.
If humans only had 8 fingers, we would have a base 8 counting system.
That's how the cartoon characters are. They only have 8 fingers.
What is it?
That's
the Simpsons? True. Simpsons have 8 or...
Pretty much any cartoon.
Yeah, okay.
I think Dickie, Mickey Mouse only.
Dickie Mouse.
Dickie Mouse. Fingers. I have a 5th one somewhere else.
I'm sorry, Bill had an aneurysm over there just now. Are you okay,
Dickie Mouse?
sir?
I forgot what I was going to say.
He's only got 3 fingers.
Oh, I think Dickie's only got 6.
Mickey.
Dickie.
Did you just do it
It's
again?
Dickie from now on.
All right.
Dickie Mouse.
The copyright on Mickey Mouse expired.
I think we talked about
I
that.
think it was just one of. I think it was just like the original.
The Steamboat
one.
Willie, I think.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not that kind of lawyer, so actually I should begin talking. I should stop talking about this. So here I was like, I should begin talking, and then I was like, no way, I
Disney's
can stop
drafting
talking.
a letter right now.
I know, with his fucking 6-fingered hand.
AI Steamboat Willie porn.
Okay.
I really want to Google Dickie Mouse, but I kind of really don't want to Google. Dickie
Don't do
Mouse.
it.
Sure, it's out
incognito.
there.
That's an
I'm
incognito
doing
search.
Or
someone else's phone.
My computer.
Chris, I understand you have an agenda.
I do. Yeah, I even wrote it out.
I haven't heard
I have this
yet.
nice parchment paper that Bill sent over. So, it makes it official
proclamate.
when it's written
He's
out.
fucking proclamating now, boys.
Yeah, episode 80 agenda. We've got item number 1, plug the Discord. Item number 2, did you look at the sun yesterday? And item 3, we're going to discuss like a harpy theorem. I have a theory to this.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Wow. That's a good agenda. Okay. Now, we are recording this on April 9th of 2024, the day after the eclipse. Which I just thought a little editorial.
If we didn't get raptured.
No, not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I don't want to spoil
that's item
anything.
2, but item 1
That's item
first.
2. I'm sorry. I jumped ahead. I
Plug
broke
the
my own rule.
Discord.
The Discord.
We do have a Discord channel, but get on there, discuss the episodes, ask questions, submit NPCs and all kind of stuff. I don't know. The link is in
about video games.
Our description.
Bad
If
music
you
videos.
have made it to episode 80 of this podcast and have not joined the Discord, then you should join the Discord and say hello to us. We would love to talk to you and get some feedback from you about the show, because we love sharing the game, but we want it to be good for other people. We want you to tell us what you like about it and what you hate about it, unless it has to do
Don't say what
with...
they hate about it, Mike. We don't know. Does Discord have that much space?
Unless it has to do with my style of running the game, in which case I can't handle the criticism at all. Please don't do it. Okay, well, that's a good item. I like that. Should we receive and file?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that brings us to...
should we get you a gavel?
I don't think we need a gavel. That would, the GM thing already goes to his head. The gavel would just put it over the top.
We don't need it.
Let's get back to the agenda. Item 2.
I'm sorry.
Did you look
went
at
off
the
agenda.
sun yesterday? So yeah, yesterday was the eclipse. I almost looked at the sun, but I remembered that it can make you go blind. So
Yeah.
I remember growing up, there was something else they told me would make me go blind, and they were fucking wrong about that.
Challenge
Wrong about that, too.
And they were wrong about this. I have cool spots and stuff now that I didn't have before, but I see just fine other than that.
I stood at the top of the parking garage with the little solar glasses and looked at it. We had an 88% eclipse in my city. It was a beautiful day, and I saw the eclipse. I appreciated it for about 5 minutes. Then I went back. But, I was in a... Do you want to hear the story of the eclipse from my perspective? Because you guys have given a little snippet. I'm ready to do 5 minutes on the
full
eclipse.
down.
I've got something I want to share on the eclipse as well. So
Okay, you go first.
Oh, okay. What makes the eclipse cool to me is you've got a big rock that we're all on that's going around a big ball of light, right? But then there's a smaller rock that's going around our rock, and it's the perfect size and distance away that it perfectly covers the sun, right? And so eventually that won't be the case. So
Right.
it's just a weird happenstance in cosmic geography that we happen to be at the right place and time to see it.
Do you think it's like a Fibonacci sequence thing, or do you think that this is just random? Or do you
I
think
it's
there's
just
something in
no,
nature that
it's
has
just a
caused
random
this?
happenstance. On a long enough timeline, it would have covered it completely, and you wouldn't get the corona. Eventually, it will be so far that it won't cover it at all. Like, yeah, it just
I read about the moon
and we'll
is
get
getting
tidally,
like
we'll
a
get
foot-
tidally locked, and eventually, the only one side of the Earth will have the moon. Like, there's lots of things that are going to change eventually. We won't see them, but
Yeah. Well, I read that
It's
the
not for
moon
some
is getting
time.
like a mile away, another mile away from the Earth every year or something. Like it's slowly getting further away, and that's why it's going to look smaller in the sky and not eclipse the sun anymore. Is that true?
yeah, the distance is changing, and eventually the size and the distance will no longer be at that ratio to where it covers it. It's that the trick where you hold your thumb up over somebody's face. I mean, it's that trick. You move your thumb forward or close, and it no longer covers it. Right?
I do that to you guys sometimes.
Yeah, it's all. I'm
I'm on this
smashing Brad's head right now.
Yeah.
I mowed the lawn.
You mowed the lawn during the eclipse?
Yeah, it was cool because it was kind of like a sun, not twilight, but it was just kind of weird. And so like there was enough light to like see, and you didn't have to wear sunglasses or any of that. And it was kind of enjoyable to mow the lawn during the eclipse.
What a satisfying conversation about the eclipse. This is the best eclipse conversation I've had with anybody.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I'm big on like, how did you feel during the eclipse? Here's what I felt during the eclipse. Let's get in there and figure it out, Brad, how did you feel during the eclipse?
I didn't see anything. I was just worked right through it. I knew it was going to be cloudy and rainy. So, but what I will say, when I picked my kids up from school, which was like 2 hours after the eclipse, like they still had their glasses on and they were looking out the window like, oh, I think I see it. I'm like, yeah, yeah, sure you do. Yeah. And like getting them to take the glasses off was a struggle. Like they kept bumping into stuff in the house.
So I wear glasses, and I did the thing where I took my glasses off and I put the eclipse glasses on, and then looked up at the sun, and it was a little fuzzy because
It's supposed to be fuzzy.
So I put my glasses on over the eclipse glasses. And I don't know that was safe, but that's what I did.
You magnified the blinding rays.
So I filtered the light from the eclipse through my glasses and then through the eclipse glasses, and it really sharpened it right up. But
If there were
be
any
fine.
ants on your glasses, they died
Yeah,
immediately.
they're dead now.
right. Yeah, so that was good.
Sticky mouse.
I enjoyed it very much. Well,
Anyway, we're gonna item number 3. I've got a theorem on the harpies. So a previous episode we discussed, and I think we confirmed that owls are birds,
Yes, they are.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I have a thing. Owls also have feathers, and they have a lot of other bird characteristics that make them birds. And I think harpies kind of have the same thing. So I'm wondering what you guys think. Are harpies birds as well,
Well, we'll have to cut one up to see if the bones are hollow,
or could we call them birds?
because I don't know if they are.
I'm going to say they have to be hollow because if they're flying, like for the weight
Yeah.
purposes.
They just could be muscular.
I guess Crotala could kind of fly. Were Crotala's bones hollow?
Dude, we never cut them open.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
No.
We set them on fire.
Like, was the fire making popping noises of the air pockets exploding in the bones, or is it?
Are there air pockets in the bones? So, like, if they go high enough, the air will expand? Is that what it is?
No, I think it's just sort of they're lighter bones.
Well, but if there's air pockets, like if you go underwater deep enough and you come up too fast, you get the bends because the...
Oh, I see. You're saying air
If
pressure.
there are any people that study birds, and I'm sure there's a term for them, and they hate us more, but I don't fucking know the official word, but they think we are the dumbest fucking people on the planet when it comes to birds,
Audubon
because
Society.
we're just making shit up.
If you're a member of the Audubon Society, you can
I'm
join
just
the
interested in
Shriners.
Brad's air pocket. In
If
the
a
bones
bird flies too high, it'll explode, right?
Yes.
Well, of
If you
course.
feed
Yes, the air pockets in its bones expand
true.
and they blow up.
So birds have a height limit, is what we're talking about here.
Yeah, they have a ceiling. Birds
And
have a
a
ceiling.
depth limit, too, because apparently they can't go underwater very deep or they get the bends.
I have a question for you guys, though.
Yeah.
And I'm there's now 2 versions of harpies that we can fight. I got bestiary 1 harpies and I got Monster Core harpies. And they're not the same.
Let's do Monster Core. It sounds more gory.
It sounds, yeah.
So, Bill,
Which ones are the toughest ones?
I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah,
Let's do
you wouldn't
Monster Core.
I don't know. I've avoided all the monster books just so that I don't know.
I
what all
don't
the
know
stuff
anything
does.
about, like, I just know harpies, like, from, like, fiction and literature, that they're just
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
Should I do the thing where I read the entry of harpies? I like to read the entry of the monster. I've never had a GM do that for me, but I like it. We learn about the monsters this way. And, you guys have already passed a harpy knowledge check a few episodes ago when you saw the harpy flying out over the valley. So why don't I read, for the first time ever, Monster Core harpy?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's what I'm
Okay.
doing. I could
We
see
can
Mike,
edit all
like,
this out.
getting us all psyched up for this, and it's actually just going to be, like, 5 trolls up there.
Yeah.
Psych.
Harpies. Harpies are amalgamations of human and bird. That would answer your first
Hey,
question.
there we
Are they
go.
birds? They're
I
both.
want
They're
to
human and
know
bird.
who did that.
Yeah. Harpies are amalgamations of human and bird resembling
turkey
feral
down.
humans with wings.
Yeah, so if they're birds and humans, how does that raises all sorts of questions like anatomy and biology, whatever. Sorry, Mike, keep going.
I mean, we find an owl
I-
there, so
Why don't I?
Do you have a bird
weird
bottom?
shit out
Maybe
there.
our question will be answered by this description.
Maybe.
Harpies are amalgamations of human and bird, resembling feral humans with wings, talons, and sharp teeth. They use their ancestral control of the wind to lure prey and even directly pull in their next meal. They enjoy causing confusion and fear in their prey before they strike, believing it creates a savory flavor in the flesh.
Savory. Wow.
Harpies can eat most creatures, but strongly prefer sapient prey, humans and elves in particular. Although harpies will eat goblins if sufficiently hungry, they dislike their flavor and avoid eating them if possible. This does not comfort goblins, of course, who have a particularly strong fear of harpies. I didn't know that about goblins. That's interesting. Because their Aries often reek with the gore of their kills and careless spatters of guano, harpies carry a distinctly vile scent that canny travelers associate with danger. Harpies who roost close to civilization make better efforts to keep their shit clean, although these efforts have mixed results. I'm sorry, I added a little bit to that sentence, if you could tell. Somewhere among the filth, most Aries have a shrine dedicated to the demon lord Pazuzu. Harpy legends credit him with raising them up from simple air spirits to their current station, and their gratitude typically takes the shape of a sketched figure in a corner piled with offerings. More devout families build portable wooden shrines that are carried from Airy to Airy for generations. If you haven't gathered, Airy is a name for like their home where they make their, so you're probably ascending up into a harpy area right now. Harpies live in family groups or larger clans. Most adults stand 5 feet tall and weigh around 90 pounds, while some use relatively simple weapons. Those who master the use of the bow are regarded as heroes amongst their kind. That's Monster Core. I like that. I thought that was good. I noticed a little difference in that.
Yeah. No, that's
Anyway.
neat. I didn't think of them being having family units. You never think of these mobs. Having
Yeah,
family.
I guess we've never considered the families of what we've been killing. Like that's kind of brings it down to a different level.
You guys should learn to empathize with the enemy a little bit.
They're harpies, though.
They're
That's
harpies,
true.
yeah. But apparently, according to this, they began their existence as air spirit, and they feel the deity Pazuzu ascended them into this amalgamation. That's interesting. I didn't know that about the
And I wouldn't have
harpies.
thought them using bows. I guess they don't have wings. Like I just how
Right.
they manipulate a bow.
Right, that's a good
Well, they
point.
got arms and wings and bird feet.
Oh,
Right.
I thought they just had feet
Yeah.
and wings. I didn't know they had
No, they got
arms
arms.
too. Okay.
Well, you're thinking of World of Warcraft harpies. These harpies have all
quadruped.
All
do
the
their
appendages.
feathers make you levitate? Is what I need to ask.
Oh, good.
No.
No, nope.
So,
Wow.
if we ran up these stairs, is there just one more level? Like, we would be right into the harpies? Like, is
Yeah,
that,
you're-
okay.
I think
this
we,
gonna be
we
like,
went
um,
up. We went up like.
Oh,
a
we did. We
few-
go up. Okay.
Went up the
flights.
stairs.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we ended with to orient the listener. We ended about 12, 15 steps below what's got to be this harpy roost, and you hear sounds and this stench of guano you perceive, and the bonfire is now lit up there. So you think there's going to be light in the dead of night up there. and you hear them scuttling around.
It's not gonna be like Spinal Tap, where they're backstage forever trying to find the stage. We're just running up and down spiral
You guys
staircases.
are going up and down. Yeah.
So here,
Love
I think
Spinal Tap.
we've kind of answered a question here as well. Bats produce guano. Bats are mammals, so therefore harpies cannot be birds.
Oh,
I rest my case.
that's true.
Oh, 'cause they're
have
mammals.
guano. Yeah. Maybe they're like a platypus.
I think we need to understand how they reproduce. Like if they give live birth, if it's an egg
egg.
thing, do they feed with milk? Like there's a
came
lot
first,
of
the harpy or
things
the
that I think
Does
we
anyone have
need
harpy
to
lore?
know before we can qualify.
I do not have harpy lore.
I have lore master lore.
You know what, Donnie? Make a lore master check.
Happy to do
DC's
that.
going to be high.
Sure.
Can I?
I would expect nothing less. Oh, total of 12.
You don't know.
Don't
Starting
know.
off strong, Donnie. Starting
I'm
us off
googling
strong.
it.
I think they're bats too, Mitch.
You're going to end up on a list built on Google App.
Don't.
It says harpy pairs reproduce every 2 or 3 years and lay 1 or 2 eggs.
Oh,
Sounds
Mike, do you
birdish.
think there's any lists that Bill
But-
isn't already on?
no.
Platypus also
valid.
lay eggs, but they're a marsupial. They're neither a bird
Now
nor
wait
a
a
mammal.
minute. According to Reddit / wherever
Reddit
fucking
is always true.
harpies are only female. They still need, but do they still need a male to reproduce as a species?
I don't know.
I volunteer Og.
So I blame myself, but we should probably play.
Yeah.
I
Should
blame
we play?
myself.
Should we play?
What? It's 10 o'clock. We haven't even scratched the surface yet.
Remember when I said we're going to do a tight 65?
Tight.
You know?
Did you see my reply to that?
45 to his-
Yeah, I know. I love you guys. Look, you guys came to Hargulka's lair to chew gum and kick ass. You're all out of gum, right? So you're going up this tower. You guys are ascending the tower. You're like 12, 15 feet below where you believe one or more harpies are. You smell them. You hear them. It's lit up there. I need to know, what are you doing? What's your marching order? You going in hot? You going in not hot? I guess cold? What are you doing?
Medium well.
Og can go up for. He can if we want to.
Yeah, and they prefer humans and elves, so gnome, I mean, I'm sure they would eat Og, but maybe he's not as tasty to them.
Dude, I'm half elf. I'm like a delicacy.
Yeah,
Like a
probably.
delicacy to
Best
them.
of both.
I'm like a turducken.
So Og is leading. What's the goal? Are you just walking up? What are you doing?
Well, what do I
Why don't
see-
you just tell me what you do?
Can you remind me? I guess what I see at this point. What does Og see?
You see, you're in the darkness of this winding stairway going up the shaft of this tower. You see light streaming down from what's got to be like a surface above. There's not a trap door, okay? The steps just lead up onto this surface above. You hear feathered harpies doing their thing up there, and you smell them. Probably more than 30 feet away from them at this point, accounting for the geometry of the tower. You're like down below.
Okay. I mean, I think I would want to try to, approach, stealthily and see if I could get a sense of how many there were.
So you're going to try to avoid notice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Og climbs alone. Then, do you leave the balance of the party halfway down
Mitch,
the
if
steps?
that's his goal, Mitch will not follow him because I don't have this.
Yeah. You guys stay behind and he'll signal. There's a universal signal for, oh shit, they detected me. Come help. And you guys will come running.
Why don't you avoid notice going up these steps with a stealth check?
Yeah, I think this will work out great. I'm sure this will
wouldn't
be
it?
fine. Yeah, it's a tweener. It's a total of 20.
So you ascend up the steps. A couple of things happen.
Yep.
The steps creak unexpectedly underneath your feet in a way that you hadn't anticipated. You hear a voice up there go, "What was that?"
Yeah.
As that's happening, the stench fills Og's nostrils. It is indescribable to you or I. It's like, it almost smells like somebody left a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup out in the sun with an egg in it. Okay, you guys okay over there?
No.
For a
Brad
week.
just threw up a little bit in his mouth.
Brad was looking a little green over there.
Yep.
Make Donnie,
Oh, no.
You're going to get sickened again.
Oh, no.
make a fortitude saving throw.
Hold on. Surely there's something.
Oh, they smell that bad. Ugh. Ugh.
Okay. You want a fort save? Is that what you want?
It's not what I want. It's what the encounter demands.
That's what you're asking. God damn it. It's a total of 17. It's a natural 8.
Oh.
Did I critically fail it?
You did not critically fail. You regularly failed. You become sickened 1.
It's funny. I was looking at my character sheet and I saw that and I was like, I won't need that anymore. And I'm checking it again. Alrighty. Well, that didn't work great.
You become sickened 1, and you get the feeling that you've been detected. What do you do?
I mean, I guess I look back at the group, and I guess the best universal symbol I can think to do is them seeing me retch. It's a scene they're familiar with at this point. So yeah, I turn around and try to retch on the stairs.
On the stairs? Really? Now we've got difficult terrain.
Okay. I love this. So Og just goes, "Ah."
Yep, he's just overwhelmed. He's nauseous, and he just looks back. You see his face, and then you just... I think he tries to keep eye contact with one of you while he does it, and then he just right there on the stairs.
I'll give you your fortitude save for free. Why don't you make it right now?
All right. Try another one, because it's only one less than before, right? Hey, natural 15 for a total of 23.
Okay.
Nice.
So you vomit on the stairs. Roll for initiative.
Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness.
Dice tonight. I'll do that one.
Bill.
16.
Sirio.
Low 2, 18.
Mitchell.
26.
Whoa. Og.
August so dead. Total of 10.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Natural 1.
Hopefully this
I'll
isn't
give a
going to
roll.
become a thing where just the anxiety of combat just
Right.
starts off by
He's got an upset tummy. It's like me when I have to travel on a plane. His belly gets a little out of whack.
You get your little tongue get a little out of whack there,
Well,
Donnie,
it
when you got
happens.
to get on a
I
plane.
get anxious. Yeah, a little nervous belly. Happens.
Okay. Well, not the best spread I've seen from you guys. I've rolled initiative for these creatures, and I got to tell you, Harpy A has 1 initiative, and I even gave the Harpies up there a penalty to their perception-based initiative checks. I get the feeling they kind of got tipped off by Og, but when Og sits there and vomits on the steps, I just feel like it's on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Og, movement upstairs, okay? And Og, you look up behind you, and framed in the light from the bonfire up above, you see the harpy. Disgusting creature. Purple feathers, face that's just like wrinkled up and ugly, and these horrible eyes, fangs, claws, bird talons on where their hands should be, bird talons where their feet should be, big old set of wings too. Donnie, I need you to make another fortitude save.
All right. I'm really good at these. That's good news, right? Come on now. Total of 19.
It's a fail, sir.
Of course it is.
Donnie,
Yeah.
Og, your character, watches with some curiosity as the harpy begins to flap its wings up above.
Yeah.
And the air begins to move around you, and through some crazy adaptive ability, this harpy begins to manipulate the air pressure around you. And upon failing this fortitude save, you are sucked up the stairs into melee with the harpy.
Oh. Okay.
You are sucked up the stairs into melee with the harpy.
Wow.
Hungry wins. The harpy uses the wind to pull its prey closer. A target within 20 feet must succeed a fortitude save or be pulled adjacent to the harpy, where they make a jaws strike against the target. That is what happens. I'm going to resolve the jaws strike then.
I thought he was 30 feet away.
Didn't he go up?
He was like, yeah,
Started
halfway
30
up
feet
the
away.
stairs,
And he went up.
Yep.
And then the harpy came to
Yeah.
the top of the steps.
Oh, okay.
as its first action. And then this thing is a 2-action deal. 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Do a little bit of damage. 11 damage.
Okay.
And would you please make a fortitude save?
I was like, oh, 11 damage.
I
That's not bad.
was like, he can't stop there, right?
Is this a claw or the beak?
This is the jaw.
That's a natural 1, Mike.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Nope, that's crit fail. What happens?
Okay. You get infected with putrid plague. You
Sounds
drop
awful.
to stage 2, and you become sickened 1 for 24 hours.
Oh, so I came in wretch now?
Fucking A, man.
So you said putrid plague?
Yeah.
Is that
a condition we
anything
can-
besides?
no.
Yeah, I don't see a condition I can add for that.
Just
No,
you're
you're
sickened
just sickened 1.
okay.
It's just sickened. Okay,
For 24 hours, though. You can't retch out of it.
that is awesome. Well, it saved me a move action, so that's cool. So I don't have to get in melee with it.
The second harpy up there, it's its turn. And actually, let me just reveal this map to you so that you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. Okay, so Harpy A and Harpy B. Okay, you see 2 harpies up there. Harpy A just spent its turn yanking you up the steps. Harpy B, you look around at the tower. There's a bonfire in the middle. It's not depicted very well on this map, but there's it doesn't fill up the full square, but it's like difficult terrain is basically the center square of this tower. You see Harpy B on the other side here. Okay, Harpy B is going to flap its wings, fly around, and get into this difficult terrain. So it's like standing in the near the bonfire, and it's just lit up in all its glory for you. As its second action, this harpy is going to try to talon you, scratch you with its horrible claws at a plus 15. Ooh, you know what? I might not have you. Total of 19.
That is going to miss.
Okay. Misses you. The harpy will screech, and using its fly speed, it's going to fly out of the tower.
Shit.
Out of the tower?
It flies out of the tower and hovers nearby, like 15 feet away, and it's just like hovering there.
Okay.
Mitchell, it's your turn. From your vantage point down the steps, you saw Og get sucked up into the top of the tower. What do you do?
So I just saw Og get sucked, bit, and then got a disease.
I
by a
don't think
harpy.
you've got line of sight on Og right now. I think you just saw him get sucked up into the top.
I mean, there's a
And
bunch
then
of...
you probably heard him go, ow!
Is Og blocking the stairway right now? Then so he's at the top of the stairway? Not
Yeah, I
quite
guess
in
you
the
can
room
see
yet?
him up there. Yeah, maybe you did see him get kind of beat up a little bit up there. You can move through his square. You can get
how
up
much-
and out.
Whoa. To get from where I'm at to the top of the stairs, how much movement would that be?
Move action. One move action, we'll say.
Okay. Just past Og. Just tell me if I can move there with one action. Is that...
Probably here.
Oh, there. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
So you're up the steps past Og into melee with
Right.
Harpy A.
So from where I'm at, I am going to rev up my armor. That is
No reaction.
17. So that is actually a critical overdrive.
Oh,
There you go.
17?
Yeah, let me just...
Or natural 17, you mean?
And so instead of like usually when I'm overdrive, there's like sparks flying off the gears. This time's like the sparks are like kind of creating, there's so many of them, they're creating lines, kind of like, I think Chris is mentioning almost an anime look. So there's like these flashing lines going around my armor. Like it looks cool.
Your theme song starts playing.
Yep. And with that, I'm going to roll like probably a 4 or a 5 for an attack.
Okay. This is on Harpy A.
This is on Harpy, yeah, the only one I'm in range right now.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 17 on the die.
Woohoo! Mitch is on
That's
fire.
going to be, yeah, it's a 29.
You will hit. Oh, hey, make that fort save for the stench.
Oh.
But after you roll your damage.
Okay. That is going to be 13 damage. Plus 1d6 fire.
Ooh.
Plus 3 fire. So 16 total
Okay.
damage. And then fort save for that. The ick.
Yeah.
That's a 9 on the die. That's going to be a 20 for the fortitude save.
Fail. Second one.
Fine.
You guys are rolling low.
We're all gonna get sick.
Well,
I'm
Brad
not
just
gonna
ripped
like
off
that.
a
What does
bunch of
the
good ones.
armor
and
overdrive
then-
get you? I forget.
Oh, thanks for reminding me, Chris. That's 4 extra damage there as well for the overdrive.
20 damage. 20 damage. Okay, all right. Yeah, so you take a chunk out of Harpy A, and it hisses at you horribly as you do this. It's Ikundeo's turn. Just not a lot of opportunities to use the dog here. Bit of a traffic jam up here now. Ikun's going to need to use... He was further down the steps, and now there's not a lot of places to stand. So Ikun is going to use 2 move actions to get up into the tower. He's going to end up in this square here, and you watch as he runs up, and the ledge, he stands up next to the ledge. Now, there is not a... banister around this, like it's just out into the night. You just see the stars above, a little bit of a roof up above the tower, and there's like 4 pillars that are thin that like hold this roof up. The roof is made out of wood. It looks like the trolls recently refurbished it or something. It looks newer than, like the rest of the architecture around here. But in any event, as Ikundeo's third action, he will hunt prey on Harpy A, and that will bring us then to Sirio.
All right. So I can't see any of these harpies.
I just don't think. I think you're too. I think with a single move action, you could probably get up the stairs enough to see A through Og.
Yeah, so I'm going to start creeping up the stairs. I'm going to skip the step that has the vomit on it, because
Sure.
I don't want to mess up my boots.
Sure.
And then I guess as I'm going up, this is a little meta gaming, but can I see Harpy B at all, kind of flying out in space, or would I need to go further?
Don't think so. Elevation wise, you're just too low. Well, I guess if you get right up next to Og, sure. I think at this point your head is now about at the floor level, and you can look to your right and you see Harpy A out there. Or Harpy B. I'm sorry, Harpy B fluttering out there.
All right, yeah. So I see that guy, and we're going to. Haven't done it in a while. Produce flame.
Ooh,
I'm gonna use a cantrip against this guy.
Okay,
Heck yeah.
29 on the spell attack roll.
that'll hit.
All right, we're gonna do some damage. It's a 3d4 plus my int. Wow. 10 fire damage.
I think I might need to make some kind of check to not fall out of the sky. Can you guys help me and look this up?
Yeah, look up
There's
flying
got to be
rolls.
something on
For
this.
flying rules.
Yeah.
I mean, you can trip them, but I didn't do that. It was just fire damage.
Yeah.
If it's
And they have
It feels
a fly
like a
speed, right?
Pathfinder 1 thing, but
yeah,
I don't.
There's a bunch of like air cantrips and stuff that can, and there's some level 1 spells that can do shit to flying creatures. But it would be awesome if I could shoot it out of the sky with fire. I'll take
I'm
it.
just not seeing it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll move on. I mean, I'm looking at the fly rules here. You don't. Well, I remember reading something about using skill checks to fly, but I don't see that here at all. You just move through the air up to your fly speed. So I don't know. I must be getting confused, but folks at home, if I screw this up, please let me know. But yeah, no, I think the Harpy takes the damage. Guys, if you see something as the battle goes on, we'll unwind as we can. But I think at this point we'll just end Sirio's turn. That's going to bring us to Drycolme.
I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do. I'm just gonna take a move action and move to here and see Sirio stopped on the steps, and I guess just ready in action.
Okay, what are you going to ready?
Just in case something comes by me, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, so you're down the
Yeah,
steps
I mean, I
pretty
can't.
far.
There's no point in me going up there. So
Well,
You can move through all of us.
Yeah, you can get into any of these squares with a second move action.
I'm just gonna stay where I'm at for now.
Okay, and you're ready to resolve if
Something
you see a
Comes
combatant.
down the stairs at me, or from one of these back hallways.
Okay. All right. So Dry takes up a defensive position. That brings us to Og, Julinus, and Tomton.
He is adjacent to this harpy still. A is still next to him, right? Okay. Let me start with a knowledge check, if I could, on the harpy.
Sure.
To see if I'm just trying to see if I can get it off guard with me. Let's do a lore master, which is not affected from being sick, and oh my god, it's another natural goddamn 1. This is ridiculous. That's like the 3rd time I've hit a natural 1 tonight. Like, what the fuck?
You learned some erroneous.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So he will then, disgusted that he can remember nothing about harpies, he will try to unleash his rage with. Let's start with the switch scythe.
Ooh.
25?
That'll hit.
Yay. Just regular old damage. 11 total damage.
Sure.
All right. And
The harpy goes, oh!
squawks in anger.
Yeah, it squawks.
Yeah, could I move to be on the other side of it here? Is that within that space? Or is that outside of it? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just swing again, and we'll try with the kukri. I'll hit, right? Come on, natural 20, I'm due. Holy shit. I called it. It's natural 20.
Nice.
29. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Holy crap. Let's do a crit this time.
Yeah, do a crit.
Come on
You
now.
can have a crit card.
Oh, yeah, I get a crit card, too.
Yeah, we got a crit card.
24 damage.
Whoa. Huge hit.
Slashing. Ooh, missing ear. Normal damage, but the target takes -2 penalty to perception checks and charisma-based checks, except intimidation until healed. That's kind of lame.
So you don't double the damage then?
I guess not.
Can we get a different one? Because that's terrible.
Did you just fall? I followed up 3 natural 1s with a natural 20 that is the worst possible.
That's like a nerf.
What the fuck, man?
How about we just decline the card and you just get double damage?
I think the universe just is pissing on the head tonight, man. Like,
Sure.
I'm good. I'm good with it if we just want to double the damage and just 24.
Yeah, you can just take the vanilla crit, I guess.
I'll just take the.
I do like
damage.
the flavor of missing ear, though.
We'll take the ear off.
Yeah,
You
take
can
the. Let
slash
me,
ear
can
off.
I take the ear and have the double damage?
Yes.
Thank
But then
you. Flavor.
none of this
I just want a flavor
perception
ear.
chicanery.
Just give me a flavor ear. What's he gonna run a perception check on? You don't think he's gonna get? It's fine. Just
All right, you can have
Just-
the whole thing.
Just give me
You
a flavor
convinced
ear.
me.
All right.
You
24
convinced me.
damage. All right. 24 damage, a flavor ear, and he's humbled on perception checks.
Yes.
Deal? All right.
Deal.
Glad we can work that out. That was a long turn, guys. I'm very sorry, but I'm done.
That's
No,
fine, man.
you don't have to be. I enjoyed that turn very much. It is the top of round 2. It is Harpy A's turn. Harpy A takes no action and looks to Harpy B. Harpy B will spend an action to maintain its flight right where it is.
Is it going to pull me out of the goddamn thing in the air?
And it
drop
makes
me?
this smile. And it was looking at Og, but then this critical overdrive happened. This shiny Iron Man up in the tower. Brad, I need you to roll a fortitude save as Harpy B attempts to yank you out of the tower into the dark night with its wing ability. This is important.
How many actions is that wing ability?
2.
Okay, so this is its movement economy. It uses 1 action to fly and then 2 actions to pull.
Suck you out of the tower. Yeah.
Fuck, it's a natural 2.
How long's that drop?
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
don't forget about your marsh.
Don't you got your bumper butt still in?
I'm not worried about the damage.
Oh, you've got your thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about your damn thing.
Yeah, bring it on. I'm just going to be a fluffy little marshmallow.
Fucking
at the bottom of
God.
this
What does it
tower.
do? Tell me what it does again.
All right.
I was sitting over here nervous, heart pounding, forgetting that you've got your stupid bubble diaper on.
Sirio and I both still have these. Impact foam chassis. Moderate, because I upgraded.
Yeah,
as soon
we
as I could.
upgraded.
Yep.
All right.
While you're wearing an impact foam chassis wrapped around your body, it activates automatically when you fall at least 10 feet, causing a layer of soft, flexible impact foam to expand beneath and around you to cushion the fall. The impact foam decreases the fall damage by up to the listed amount, which for moderate is 50 feet. basically it just takes 50 fall damage.
Okay, so let me get this straight. The harpy didn't know you had your diaper on, and I also had forgotten about it. I could have pulled Og out, didn't, pulled you out, and but I kind of, you used to roll well in 2024, but it's kind of gone downhill, Brad. I mean, we just have to admit these truths to each other sometimes. So I kind of was like,
April.
I don't think Brad's going to pass the fort save. So out you go. You guys watch, okay? Og, you watch placidly as Mitch falls into the night, and he falls down onto the rock face, and the impact foam chassis activate, and you just watch it goes, thump, and the fluff comes out of him. He bounces off the side of the mountain serenely, rotating in the air, and falls down to the jungle floor below, where the impact foam chassis, having now absorbed 70 or 80 feet worth of falling damage, break. And I think Brad might take like 10 damage or something.
Well, I think you got to roll it out. How far of a fall was it? Like, I'm not going to take
it's just it's a per se total based on just the length of the fall. We can determine this in a second. But
okay.
I had you at like 80. No, I had you at like 90 feet off the ground or something.
Okay.
So
is
like
D6 for every 10? Is that of damage?
No, it's like a set amount. It's like half the damage. It's like half the length it fell. So like you're going to take 45. But I guess so.
If
I
you
guess
fall-
maybe you're right.
yeah.
No, it's up to 50 points of falling damage.
Yeah, so falling damage, if you fall more than 5 feet, when you land, you take bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance you fell. Treat falls longer than 1,500 feet as though they were 1,500 feet of 700 or 750
So
damage.
90 is kind of the perfect height to fall.
Yeah, you fell 90 feet.
Okay.
You take 0 damage.
Okay.
The chassis break, and
I'm just standing
you're
there.
just prone. Yeah, I would say you're probably prone on the ground, maybe. But your sword's in your hand,
If you fall, I suppose, yeah, you are prone. Okay.
Yeah.
and you end up out there, and the harpy like watches this too, and down you go to the ground.
What's even more interesting is the first 30 feet of the fall, Mitch still has the light spell cast at him. But once he gets out of my range, it snuffs out.
Oh, I think we dispelled that.
Oh,
When
we
we were
already
in the
snuffed it.
we dispelled that when we were in the barracks. But no, I'll say that Mitch has his middle finger sticking out of the foam as he's going down. That's
So
flipping out.
yeah, man. Yeah. So you end up on the floor of the valley. The foam broken up all around you in some kind of weird snow angel formation, and that's the end of Harpy B's turn. Huh. Well,
That happened.
That's interesting. Huh. Harpy A
Well, guys, have fun.
will continue what it's doing, and she'll look very pleased at you guys, and she goes, "We just killed your friend," she says. She doesn't know. She doesn't fucking know what happened.
I'm sure B's like, yep, yeah,
totally.
He's dead. Sure,
Yeah.
yep, that
We
works.
got him. Fine. Harpy B is going to bite at Ogjulinus and Taunton. We're just
Harpy A,
back. We're just
not
back
Harpy
in.
B.
I'm sorry, Harpy A. I apologize. Harpy A. Jaw attack to Og, 32.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's a crit.
Hell, man.
Oh no. 4d8 plus 8. 21 damage.
Well, that's not bad.
All right.
No, you can do that. You got this. Ooh, yeah. Make another fortitude save.
Another fort save. Coming up. 26.
Oh, you got it, man. You do
Yes.
not. You do not gain another stage of
God.
putrid plague. Okay. Talon attack against you, subject to the multiple attack penalty. That'll miss with a 17 total. And a third Talon attack with 2 doses of map. Nope, that's not going to hit you either. And that's going to bring us, I guess, to Mitchell down on the forest floor.
My gosh. All right, Mike, I need you to kind of work with me here a little bit. Let's banter. Let's
You wanna work
parlay a
together
little
on
bit
this
here.
one?
Yeah, let's parlay.
Okay.
Describe the face of this cliff? Like, is there anywhere a person could stand on that? maybe
Well,
within 30
I
feet?
think we established a few episodes ago. It's DC 20 climb checks to climb up.
Sure. But like, is it
you're
just a
like-
sheer face, like all the way up to where we were? Or is there any outcroppings or anything I could land
It's a
on?
steep grade.
Okay.
Steep grade. You can climb it with
What-
DC 20 climb checks.
I guess what I'd like to do is I would like to explosive leap 30 feet up onto the cliff face
Oh. And then
and land.
and then catch hold of something there, and then continue
just, like,
your
not-
climb up.
Either catch hold or like if there's a ledge or something somewhere, like 30 feet off the ground, or like a outcropping, or
I don't think there's a place for you to stand. You know, I mean, it's a sheer cliff face. you know.
sure. So I could could I explode up and grab onto the cliff?
Grab an
face?
edge.
Yeah.
Grab edge would work.
Yeah. And that's an acrobatics, or is that a?
Grab an edge. Player core 419. Oh, maybe I hid this rule out for a reason. When you fall off or past an edge or other handhold, you can try to grab it, potentially stopping your fall. You must succeed at your choice of an acrobatics check or a reflex save, usually at the climb DC. If you grab the edge or handhold, then you can climb up using athletics. So here's what I'm going to say. You can explosive leap 30 feet up into the air. You can then you then begin to fall at the zenith of your leap. You can then, in between your first and second actions, you can, well, I guess you have to stand as your first action. So in between your second action of explosive leaping and your third action, you can then react by attempting to grab the ledge at a DC 20 acrobatics or reflex save. And then if you succeed, then you can continue your climb.
Okay.
If you fail, you'll fall 30 feet.
Right. Yeah. I need one hand or two hands free for that.
Ooh, I think you need two hands for you to climb.
Okay. Okay. That
Don't
won't
you?
work then.
Fellas.
All these rules. I mean, we're at
let's
that
look at
point. Where,
climb.
yeah. We're at that point where we have to start thinking about flying monsters.
You
and
have
flying
requirements.
stuff,
You have two hands free.
so- Okay. I think combat
two hands free
climber
to climb.
allows you to not need that. All right. So that's not really an option. There's for what I want
guess.
to do. I had something really cool planned out, and your dumb rules stopped me. So
Thanks, Paizo.
not free action. For one action, I'm going to try this new thing. I'm going to swap my Roka sword for my composite longbow,
Oh.
Sell out.
which still
Have you stood as your first action?
Yes, I will stand, Mike, and then I will swap my composite longbow.
Okay.
And then
Stand.
I'm
Swap.
gonna take a shot at Harpy B.
Okay. All right. I wish you luck.
Not related to Cardi B. It's Harpy B.
Harper B.
It's a 14 on the die. I'm pretty sure that will be something nice. It's a 24.
Oh, yeah. You'll hit. You'll hit.
That is not worth putting the zero check on. So that's going to be a 1d8 plus 2. Actually, 1d8 plus 6 because of
Yeah, because
my
you're still overdriving.
Put an 8 on the die. So that is 12 damage. Nope.
Whoa.
That's not 12 damage. That's 14 damage.
Whoa. You shoot it.
It's my turn.
Wow. Okay. Wow. You know what, fellas? Brad, I'm so proud of you. What a good recovery. Your Tuchus chassis have saved the day.
Yeah, had that been Og, he'd be, because he took 45 damage. He'd almost be dead.
Yeah, I don't have a butt box machine.
That was gonna be bad if it was Og, and because he doesn't have feather fall or any of that. That was awesome, dude. That was.
I knew that when Spike was trying to